Guys, theoretical and practical reasoning. Very good. So what is the difference between them? What is the difference between the theoretical and the practical one? What do you think? What is the difference between practical reasoning and theoretical reasoning? Hmm? The others, 65 students, what they are doing, yani. 65 not student, 65 brain, yani. Uh, the others. Abdurrahman. Hello, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Alhamdulillah. What is the difference between practical and theoretical reasoning? I don't understand what you write there. One is to decide the result, while the other only. It is the same question. It is the same sentence. Yeah. What about the others? It is a good beginning. It's a good beginning. The others, wake up. Practical is concerned with what? Let's take the attendance. I will call one by one. It's gonna be much better like this. Practical is concerned. Theoretical is by evaluating according to the case. Theoretical reasoning is finding what is the true. Theoretical reasoning is about understanding what is true. Practical reasoning is about deciding what to do. The answer is more simpler than this. It is in the document actually, and I just asked you to read from this and tell me what is the difference between them. Yani the answer is here. It's not far away from you. So if you check the documents which I shared and I asked you to read before the break time, what you can find, what is the difference between them? Your answer is not true about theoretical and practical reasoning. It is easier than this. One is based on and the other is based on. Yani, both of them are used to solve problems. Both of them are to do. But some in doing based on something, other in doing based on something else. It is easier than this. Theoretical on facts, practical on value. Doctor, I cannot see the screen. You don't need to see my screen because it is in the document actually. And before the break, I just asked you to read this. The answer is here. And between practical and the ethical one. Both of them are to do. One is based on, the answer is written here. About the first type is practical reasoning. Actually, there is type of reasoning is often called practical reasoning. What is based on this practical reasoning? Practical reasoning is based on what? Different method from mathematics and science, and based in 100% in mathematics and science. This is what we call practical reasoning. For the other one, ethical, there is ethical reasoning actually as well. Ethical reasoning is a type of practical reasoning, which also concerned in particular certain like life goals, justice, equal freedom, etc. The difference between theoretical and practical reasoning here, some is based on mathematical expressions and in somehow scientific things. However, the answer is the same as mine. If you look in case carefully. Okay, let's read. Maybe I make a mistake. Yeah, it's theoretical, in fact, practical. Yes, you are right. I'm sorry. Theoretical, in fact, practical on value are right. Yes, I'm sorry, Omar. Theoretical on theoretical on fact, practical on the value. You are right about this. So, about as an example here, about, for example, mathematical reasoning, we have here a certain curve, and we at x is equal to 1. What is the point? What is y equal? and if you want to answer, or a graph is equal, yani representing a function y is equal x squared, and if we want to find any point, yani just an example, the answer is gonna be equal to 2 based in mathematical equation. However, as your friend, the other practical, the other reasoning is not, for example, here, if someone's sick or having cold, what they will advise him? They will advise him to use such kind of soup, for example, I don't know, tarhana or chicken soup or something. But chicken soup, it's gonna make him better, but we don't know what is the chemistry. Yani here it is written how the chemistry chicken soup affects the enzymes and antibodies, so we can feel better. This is the difference between both of them. As your friend said, one is in action, second is in fact, or one is based on calculation, mathematical things, the other about the effect, but we don't have a proof about it. Now we will move to this table. Now we have the distinguish here between law and ethics. How law and ethics are interfered with each other. Here we can find something, how can I say, law, it's used legal, illegal. You are legal or illegal. Ethical is moral or immoral. So in this intersection between law and ethics, we found some actions. Maybe it is legal and also it is moral. Some of them, according to this intersection, we can find illegal, immoral, yani 100% it is legal. But from the moral section is not something immoral. Some such kind of things are illegal but moral, or we can find the last thing illegal, immoral. Yani both of them are not working together. This is what we have in taking decisions and things like this. We have this kind of conflicts between what is legal, what is also moral. So this is what we have from here. We have an example about some actions, which is legal, which is moral. From previous conflict here. Having a child, it is legal, also moral. About something legal and immoral in the other side is owning a slave. It is part of US history. When US is in US history previously, they took people as slaves. So at that time, I'm not talking about now, at that time it was something legal. But it is immoral thing to control of someone's life and maybe don't, yani, how can I say? control someone's life, control someone's dreams, control someone's everything. Yani you are, how can I say, killing this man, yani, and he is alive. Yani. So it was illegal to have a slave, no problem. But it is immoral to, because all of us are free in the end. So comparing between the first one, the second one, yani you can see here the differences. We can, for example, having a children or a child, but uh, owning a slave, it's something immoral. Both of them are legal. At that time, I'm not talking about at that time in the US history, it was legal. Now about illegal and moral. Uh, we don't know. Yani, about smoking cigarettes, also there is a question mark about this. Is it legal or illegal? Uh, is it moral or immoral? We can escape, yani, or not escape. Yani, it's a question mark about smoking cigarettes. What do you think? It is illegal, moral, or what do you think about this issue? Legal or illegal, moral or immoral? Give your opinion. It is legal and immoral. Okay, I'm agree with you. It is legal, you can do it. But we can say immoral or it is depend. Legal, it is, I think, uh, as your friend it is said, or he said is it is legal because in everywhere it is sold, and it's something legal and somehow not forbidden, and but immoral. About killing someone, taking life of someone, as a third example, it is yes, as a good example, having in China having uh, a child before 2001, it was illegal but moral. Yes, you are right about this example. Yusuf. Okay. Taking someone's life, it's not legal, not immoral, both of them. Um, legal because no charge if you smoke. Immoral because it is harmful. Yes, harmful for everything. Yani. Harmful for the people around you. Harmful for after finishing, you just drop these cigarettes anywhere. You can see the lens are white, white, white. Anyway, yani, in the end, it is, we know, yani, it is 100%, it is not healthy thing. Killing someone who deserves, it is legal but immoral. Uh, who deserve legal. Yani, in some countries, it depends about the country's law. Yani, legal and illegal, it is about the laws of the countries. Some of countries are yani, killing whatever the killing, even his criminal or taking life of someone, it is forbidden. They are just put him in the jail until the end of his life. Immoral, um, immoral, moral, immoral. I don't know. I don't know. but about legal or illegal, it's about maybe the rules in general. Moral and immoral, it is something depend to the humanity inside of you. It is uh, did you harm someone? Did you do something bad to someone? So it's something inside, or it's about your inside feeling, yeah. Now, as we said here, in the ethical law or in taking decisions, we are talking about, we said about ethics, it's about taking decisions. And in taking these decisions, we are always thinking about what is, we are always thinking about, is it harm someone? Is it? So from this combination about taking decisions as engineers in taking decisions in any project or in something in our life, we are always thinking about legal, ethical. This is the issue with this. The issue between those things, legal, ethical, not ethical, and so on, in taking decisions in general. So we can find here legal, illegal, ethical, not ethical, and this is the combination we will have. We can stop here for today. What I will ask you, it is the first session, so in somehow I can excuse you for preparation, but for the next session next week, please try to read about this and we'll just talk about this and make a discussion much better with your participation. As I said, for the course, for the one who came late or something, I don't know, you'll find it in shared materials, and here all the parts for today start with P1, part 1. The part 1 having definitions, the others have scenarios, and we will, in the last 2 parts, we will talk about such the source of this codes or ethical codes coming from what, which philosopher, etc. So for the next week, we have here such kind of cases. Yani, this is cases. What is the issue? How they solve it? What's the decision should be taken here? Is it the best one? Think about this. Here, for example, we have such kind of traffic issues, such kind of accidents, and in somehow it is related to cutting some trees. And what to do, which decision you are going to take, which is the best solution, etc. Try to read this. Moving to the ethical code for ethical code, we can also continue with this previous video. Anyway, it is advertisement. We can continue with the previous video about the code of ethical engineering, and actually each field of engineering have its code. As an example, we will talk about civil engineering, American Code of Ethics of American Society of Civil Engineering. My advice, try to summarize definitions today. What is ethics? What is reasoning as till now? Taking reasoning. What is the ethics about? It's about taking decision. Take this definitions, summarize them, and those definitions are important. Practical reasoning, and theoretical reasoning. also the definition here of about ethical reasoning. So take this in consideration. See you next week. That's it for today. For the attendance, I will not take it. The system is automatically recorded. It's gonna be recorded automatically. In case it is needed, I